Black Friday, which is this Friday.
All one day, and then it was a week, and then it was 2 weeks. Now it starts before November.
90% of the population will buy a product over that time.
Try and get the money out of someone's wallet before the noise hits.
I've bought a Christmas present for Michael. Welcome to the Fake Marketer, everybody. Nick is here chewing a sweet.
Sorry.
No, that's absolutely fine. No, that's absolutely fine. So, to start with this podcast, I've been doing some shopping on TikTok Shop. Yeah, I know.
I did one yesterday.
Has your toilet thing arrived yet?
Yeah, no, I did. I finished checkout. It's basically the screw I need to... I didn't need it, did I? I got there. I got under the toilet. I put it up against where the screw was. It's about 4 times the size of the actual screw, so that needs to go back.
The thing arrived, but it's too big.
Proper too big. I don't know what type of screws this thing's tightening up.
Okay, well, I don't know. Well, look, forget about that.
And then I bought something else this morning, actually, off TikTok Shop.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, I've bought a Christmas present for Michael.
For today.
Yeah, for
Is he having
today.
it today?
But you've got to wear it. You've actually got to wear it
Not now.
now.
He's going to get his body out in front of us.
Or you're going to have to, or look the other way or something. But you have to wear this, okay?
It's taken
Okay.
back to the rugby days, isn't it?
There you go. Don't show Nick. So what you could do is you can stand behind that little board there
To get changed.
to get. Obviously, it's not the best.
You go to
Yeah.
I bought a portable karaoke machine, a little mini one about the size of this, about the size of that.
My daughter's
2
got one.
microphones, $7.99 or something. Off.
My daughter's got one.
She like it?
For what? Why did you buy a karaoke machine? Just because?
It's a great, because last Christmas or last New Year we did karaoke holding hairbrushes, and I thought
With who?
my family,
Oh, with your mum and that.
yeah, which was funny, and I thought actually this year we could actually Bluetooth it up and actually have your voice come out. But I don't know. I don't know any further than that. I don't know if it links up to a TV and you get the lyrics.
No.
I don't know.
Well, anyway. So while Michael's getting changed,
Yeah. I just saw.
we are going to be discussing Black Friday, which is this Friday.
Yeah. I'm going to do a podcast on it tomorrow, actually.
How are you? Well, you're going to do one early as well today. So what's your... Looking back at that last year, Nick.
Don't need to look back at last year. Look at this year.
Okay, so what's going on? Live.
So, there's a lot of noise.
Okay.
So we have an ecom client, and that ecom client.
I don't want to interrupt the point.
Okay, well, yeah, before... Michael, do you want to come in and show Nick what you're wearing?
I already think I saw. If I'm right, because all I've seen is an inch of the corner of branding,
Yeah.
and is that branding Aldi?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
That's good branding, isn't it? Baldy. Baldy. He's got a T-shirt called Baldy instead of Aldi.
So there you go,
Brilliant.
Christmas. There you go, Michael. Merry Christmas. There you go.
I like that.
It's good,
That's
isn't
good.
it?
You like it? Do you actually like it? It's good. You're going to wear it? Would you wear it?
Depends on the context. Don't worry if you didn't, you know what I mean?
Oh, maybe you should wear it to dinner.
So yeah, so Michael's wearing an Audi, but it's Baldy
Yeah.
with a picture of a old bloke. I saw it on TikTok Shop and thought that is
It looks like me as well.
How quickly did it take to come?
about a week. I've got you and I a present as well, but they'll be ready for next week's episode. So
Oh, some Louis Vuitton aftershave.
no, also from TikTok Shop, just an FYI.
My ears used to look like that.
Well, no, they
Did they
don't.
really? Did you get them pinned back?
Okay,
Oh, did
right,
you? You've actually had that?
right. Okay, right. But so what's going on?
So, what I've come to realise over the years of different from clients' point of view of when they think the ad should go live and blah blah blah, and it was all one day, and then it was a week, and then it was 2 weeks. Now it starts before November. Is that one of our ecom clients did they do F1 merchandise. So Mercedes, I'm not going to go for all the teams, but the top 4 or 5 teams of F1. And they did individual flash sales pre-Black Friday for those individual teams. So 1 week it was Aston Martin flash sale, whatever. Their results were incredible. 2 days ago, we launched the official Black Friday, and the results are absolutely atrocious. And they asked me why, and my belief is that everyone hits Black Friday with trying to scramble for anything they can get, right?
Is this from a brand's perspective?
Yeah, so which makes it all go earlier, because what learnings I've taken from this year are the clients that have gone earlier have won. The people who've then done it at Black Friday officially have lost, because the consumer's only got a certain amount of money. The consumer's not going, for Black Friday, I'm going to put $5,000 aside and I'm going to completely maybe some people would, but not the majority. So let's say you're just looking for that thing. You're looking for one thing to stand out to you. Let's say 5 things you're thinking of stand out, but you can only afford one of those 5 because you're only going to spend 100 quid, 200 quid on something.
So are you saying that there's less impulse buys?
Yeah. There's more.
Well, stats back that up. So I've got some stats from last year. So 80% of people shop on either Black Friday or Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. Like that's a huge proportion of the market. But only 45% of those buy something they've been waiting for.
Only 45% buy something they've been waiting for. Well, I was waiting for an air fryer to go into the Black Friday.
We discussed this.
And that was an early one. That was early. I bought that 3 weeks ago. Do you see what I mean? So I've made my decisions. Mayo ice baths and Lumi ice baths I follow because I interacted once. Their offers were coming out like before November, and I've been paying attention to those ads. Still haven't made a decision. It's still the same deal. It's no different.
Were they calling it Black Friday, or were they just saying it was a sale?
Yeah, pre-Black Friday.
Pre-Black Friday.
I don't think people have still got the same amount of money in their pocket that they were going to spend, and they're hoping that deal will come. And the deals that I've been waiting for, if I go into consumer world, is I haven't been as impressed that I wanted to be, and I haven't purchased that item because it didn't go to what I wanted.
Well, if you look at the air fryer, like I was going to get an air fryer, but I've got a figure in my mind which I'm willing-ish to spend.
What is that?
About 100 quid.
Yeah, which is what I did, and I told you about that one.
Yeah, but they're all like 120 now, and that 20 quid's a lot of money.
They've already gone up.
Yeah, so I'm sort of like,
well, if you can blame Jamie Oliver, because if I hadn't watched Jamie Oliver that night, you could have had mine. Okay. I actually got a little bit of, but then over this weekend, my mum was staying at the house because she busted her arm, didn't she? She's like, getting into that air fryer now, aren't you? And I was like, oh yeah, all right. It's just it's actually remarkably quick for a few things, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I said, it's yeah.
So that's my thought. So if I was to advise anyone, I would say, from what I'm seeing, you're going to get better results going early. But then everyone will end up going early because everyone will realise they get better results. And Black Friday will start on October the 15th.
So I agree, and I think there's two ways to skin this cat. There's two perspectives. You've got the bigger brands, the Ninjas of the world, and these large entities who they're trying to shift stock out as quickly as possible, especially those that are in fashion. A lot of these guys will. I watched something last week around Burberry. Burberry actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Burn a lot of their stock at the end of the season. And the reason for it is that they want it to still be an exclusive brand.
There's a programme about this, isn't there? Is that where you've got this from?
No, I got this from a clip and slash on. Yeah, they get rid of the stock because what they don't want is to be like in TK Maxx now. They want it to still be an exclusive brand. So although they'll do a run for the season, they'll do their season run at the end of the season. They won't
sold it.
They won't sell it. They won't open it up to the market. So like a lot of brands like Crew, people of that ilk will just go, look, TK Maxx, here's a deal. You can have all our old stock, and it's which is why obviously then people flood to TK Maxx and just get some good deals in there. People like Burberry and those bigger exclusive brands will not do that. But the problem is then when you get into Black Friday, these smaller brands that are trying to compete with Burberry, they're going to go down to a certain position where they're not making any money because all they're just trying to do is turn stock. But Burberry are doing it because if they don't do it, they're just going to burn it anyway.
Yeah.
So when you look at it like that, you go, well, is there any point in doing the Black Friday offer? The reality is no. So for some of the smaller brands, and I know we say this every year, which is you don't have to do a Black Friday deal.
No.
Depending on what market you're in,
A couple of my clients still don't do it. They just don't get involved. I mean, even Enterprise, they've put 20% of their monthly budget has gone to Black Friday to show willing, but their normal BAU stuff is what's still collecting members.
Mm-hmm. What is interesting, actually, when you look at the figures from last year, so if we look at the States, which is interesting because some of the clients we have, or the clients you have now in the States, and actually some people are using Rupert there in the States, is 9.8 billion was spent online during Black Friday. The average shopper spent just over $300. Whereas the UK shopper spent an estimated £13 billion.
What? We spent more than the US.
Yeah, in 2023.
Got a quarter less people. More, an eighth less
A tenth,
people.
yeah. Tenth, yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's mad. It's like when you look at the stats, and obviously, look, these are from reputable sources, but when you look at the stats, the UK market in terms of Black Friday, although we say don't do it, a lot of people are in market, like we said earlier, over 87% of people who over the Black Friday Cyber Monday actually buy a product.
Yeah.
That's near enough. 90% of the population will buy a product over that time.
Yeah.
45% of those are.
Well, I'm going to buy a product. Are you going to buy a product? You're not going to. You're just waiting for.
I need a shower, so it's
you've
quite
got to have a
advantageous that it's. I need it by
I'm going to get a jumper tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a jumper I've never even seen a jumper before, but it's somewhere I like to buy stuff from occasionally.
Where? I'm just curious.
It's called Wear London.
Oh, okay.
WEAR.
Yeah.
WHER.
WEAR. It's where Josh got my birthday present from, and I bought something else from there. And it's a nice woolly jumper. I realised last week, because it's got colder, isn't it? You come into the office, you're like, I could do with a smarter jumper. It's 90 quid down to like 40. So I thought, 40 quid.
Okay.
And it's like going to Marks Spencer's then, isn't it, for a jumper?
Yeah.
And they got some half decent, like shackets, things like that.
Yeah. Nice.
Just smart.
Okay. So I've got a little. Let's have a little guess now. Let's have a little guessing game. So Michael and Nick, percentage of traffic via Cyber Monday and Black Friday. Give me a percentage of those that originated on mobile.
Just in the UK.
UK and US.
I'm not looking.
So that came to the website, originated on the mobile.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be high, isn't it? It's stupid high.
80%.
What did you say? What say you, Nick?
93.
79%.
Not as high as I thought.
Probably more. I suppose there's older people.
I think that's a bit of desktop shopping, isn't it? Rather.
But I don't buy anything on my phone.
No, I don't. I'm the same. I find it really.
I have to go on my laptop and do it. I don't know if it's the untrust. I don't know. Although saying that, I'm definitely getting better now because of Apple Pay.
I think it's our age.
Do you reckon?
Younger people, I'd say, buy more on phone. Probably.
Yeah, I would say that.
It depends probably where you check your emails, because if you check your emails on the computer and then you get an email, you probably go from the link.
I can't believe you said that's because you're our age. That's really bad. I feel old now.
Yeah, but I'm old and you're getting there. You're still a little bit behind me. That won't catch up. But I think it's that. I think also girls buy online. I think men are different.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, my partner wouldn't even think of going to a desktop to buy anything. She'd just buy it on her phone. And does every single day, as you've seen the box outside our house.
Yeah, that
For
didn't make me
parcels.
laugh.
Which has disappeared, by the way, and I think the winds took it.
Oh, okay. Outside Nick's house the other day, Michael, I was like, why is there just a Tupperware? Not Tupperware, what's the word?
Like those lidded
Just
storage
like a
boxes.
Plastic storage box. What's that for? After the deliveries.
So the packages go.
I'm like,
Yeah, well, because I have Jamie as my postman, isn't he? Jamie worked for us years ago. Jay.
No way!
I've told you this.
No?
Yeah.
He's your postman?
He's my postman.
What a guy.
Yeah, so he turned on my doorstep and he was like, thought it was you. Obviously, he's got the letter. And I was like, no way, having a chat. And then he came for another parcel and I was like, okay. And he's like, if you want to get a box on the front, I can just whack them in there and then sign them off for you. I was like, legend. So he just, if it's special delivery or whatever, he just signs it for me and sticks it in the box.
Okay.
Got a good little setup.
Yeah, no. Although, not now.
No, I need to get a new box. Yeah.
It's not about men spending more than women.
Yeah, so men expected to boost their spending by more than 25% compared with last year. They plan to spend 50% more than women, much of which will be spent on tech products.
I think that's probably because men leave it until there's a deal and an offer, so they're taking full advantage of it, whereas women probably just want to shop all year round. Most men it would be for a deal, won't it?
68% of Black Friday purchases will be made online, with younger shoppers most likely to be physically hitting the high street. With younger shoppers most likely to be physically
You think
hitting the high street.
you think it'd be different?
So it says from PwC. Maybe I think they might mean for like queue up for like sale.
You mean PricewaterhouseCooper? I think that stands for.
So what are you saying then? Are you good?
I'm saying if you want to make money, bring out your offers early.
When this
And try and get the money out of
someone.
someone.
Episode comes out, which is tomorrow.
It'll be hard.
The day before Black Friday.
It's basically try and get the money out of someone's wallet before the noise hits and everyone else is trying to get some money. And I've been seeing a jewellery company that I got. Actually, no. I used their Black Friday to get Caroline's Christmas presents. So I say 50%.
It's good.
Yeah, perfect.
That's a proper deal. Though.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I got that. It was like, I even bought more. I even bought an extra thing, which wouldn't be for Christmas, because that can just be used for something else next year, birthday or whatever, to take. Because I thought, I'll kick myself. It'll come around to something else. And I'll be like, should have done that.
Yeah, I see somewhere it's like 10
And I've just thought what it is. It's our anniversary on the 28th. What day are we on? Oh, it's coming tomorrow. Perfect.
of December.
Yeah. Sweet. Just sorted that.
There you go.
And I think she's forgotten, so I'm going to get proper brownie points. I'm not going to remind her.
That t-shirt's brilliant, Michael.
So yeah, there you go. That's what I'll do. Black Friday, start early.
I think
Start in March.
I think people have just got to be a little bit careful. The smaller brands that are trying to compete, and we say this every year.
Then they need to start a bit earlier because they're not competing.
Style it, but just if your margins aren't there, we know the CPM spike because more people are advertising. You've got to cut through more noise. Just be careful.
Don't bankrupt yourself.
Well, I've noticed since this week, a few of my clients, their leads have got more expensive or aren't coming through. The sales have dropped. And it's not because, CPMs are going up a bit, blah, blah, blah. But people are just now not clicking that. They're clicking on the shops, aren't they? Looking for what deals they get. But I always get disappointed with the offers, apart from actually I've done all right this year.
I think it's because Black Friday back in the day was, you'd buy a TV for £1.
Yeah, it was really big.
Or when you used to watch the news in America, people were outside Walmart at
queuing and stuff.
Yeah, it was mad.
It was like the Next. Remember that happening? We used to happen with Next, didn't they?
Boxing Day sales.
They'd be sleeping outside.
They've those days have totally gone. So that's why I think we're disappointed. But there's still some. If you're in market for a certain product, again, we say this every year, which is like I am. I need a shower because mine's broke. Hopefully, there's a Black Friday sale on. But if your product is year round and it's not seasonal, why just don't get involved? If you're happy to not turn your stock as quickly, but the more profitable brands, the ones that do actually turn their stock quickly. So it's a way up. If you've
I'll let you know next week because I've actually put on for this one client who dropped. I said, well, why don't we try looking at the flash sales again, the ones we did so exactly the same, but the ones we did pre Black Friday, and turn those on again along with the Black Friday one, and see how those go. They're running until the 8th. Next week, I'll report on whether it was the ads or whether it was. So if the ads don't perform very well, then we know it was pre-Black Friday helped. If they do perform all right, then I know it was the ads and it's creative, etc. But I think it will be. Don't think they'll perform, and I think it will be because they got in there early and got money out of people's wallets before anyone else did.
Or just use your email list.
Just use your email list.
Just use your email list. If rather than spending on
which is why we always tell clients to build up as many emails as possible, so you can fly them out now.
You can, and I've got some stats. Some stats around email marketing and Black Friday. So, global email sends increased by 6%, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you think of how many emails are sent globally, 6% is a lot sent on Black Friday. And and it actually increased by 8% across all of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The average open rate was 31% with Black Friday deals on, and the average click-through rate was 3.6.
Yeah, it's good. Very
So
good.
again, if you've got 1,000 people, 3,000 of those are going to open,
Yeah,
and 90 are going to click through your website based on 3%.
yeah.
So quickly I did those maths. Unbelievable. So yeah,
Good.
could do the email side.
Yeah, well, shall we move on to...
What ads have you seen this week?
I've got
He's been keen for this. Look,
I got a couple. But are we doing two? How many podcasts are we recording on this lovely evening? 1 or 2?
2.
I'll save one for the next podcast coming out on the 16th. It was an ad I saw, and it was from AliExpress.
Well, I spoke about them a couple of weeks ago.
And it's basically, it's a dog that you can do something to.
I should blur that.
I don't know if we can show bestiality on this podcast.
It's a bestiality ad. It's a
I know
cuddly.
it's not actual bestiality, but there's a sex toy that's dressed
Yeah,
up as a
but
dog.
to describe what this is, and I'm thinking our age group of listeners will probably understand that. Remember those little dogs that when you could make it walk,
And he used
like
to
a little
try-
robot
but
dog.
he used to jump.
He used to
up,
jump and flip round.
Flip round, yeah.
Imagine that, but with a hole at the back, which is made out of rubber. You can put something in. I was like, oh my God, that's AliExpress. And AliExpress, when I was on the tube in London, everywhere is advertised. It's like trying to take on Amazon as basically the place to go. And they're saying speedy delivery, quick checkout, all this lot. You can buy that. It was brilliant. Funny enough, that wasn't being advertised on the tube.
Wonder why that caught your attention.
Yeah,
Wolf looks a bit like him.
and it actually says underneath it as part of the ad, what the actual has even been used. That's why I was excited about that. I'm excited about the next one, so let's crack on.
Okay.
Go on, you've got anyone else to go on?
Michael?
Michelangelo?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I keep forgetting I'm not mic'd.
No, you're Michael.
I don't know if either of you have heard of. They're a brand that a YouTuber started. They're a footwear brand called No Two Ways. So they've been posting some stuff on TikTok that I think has been quite good. They had this one. Make sure I'm on loud.
This right here is a legal share certificate for No Two Ways, and one of you is going to win it. I'm going to place it inside one of the boxes of our latest release, Blueprint. And the hilarious thing is that if you find it in your box and you sign the dotted line right here, you are going to become an owner of No Two Ways, and I will be working for you. So there's only 500 pairs. You've got a decent chance of winning. It releases tomorrow at 6 p.m. Good luck. This right here
Just thought
is a legal share.
it's quite an engaging way to
Yeah, I
do
like
it.
that.
I think because he's a YouTuber, he sort of knows how to make it engaging as well. They did another one where they said that Nike's been trying to poach their designers or something. They've been contacting them on socials and stuff to try and steal their designers. But yeah, I just thought it was quite good. So there you go.
Good find there, Mike.
Yeah, I like
Hey, Mike, can I have the mic back?
Well, can I be honest? I
Yeah,
haven't really got anything this week.
haven't you? Okay, well, thanks for everyone
Well,
for coming to the podcast.
No, but
Let's move on to the next one.
just for a little bit of context.
You've got nothing for next week then either, have you?
Well, it might be next week.
As
who
far
knows?
as the listeners are concerned.
Well, But I have to shout out TikTok shop because,
Yeah,
again, look at Michael.
yeah, exactly.
I'll put a photo of it on the episode. You got that video?
I can, yeah. Anyway, everyone, have a lovely evening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.